Welcome, my name is Megan Franzen, and we're here at Patients Medical. We have Richard Randig, our board-certified reflexologist and Reiki master, and we're going to be talking today about adrenal fatigue and how reflexology and Reiki can have a positive effect on adrenal fatigue. So Richard, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We have to just kind of explain first, what is adrenal fatigue and how would we even know if we have it?
What is adrenal fatigue? That's a great question. Your adrenal gland is very active and it supports you whenever you go into stress mode. Now, if we went downstairs onto 2nd Avenue, we would just see a lot of people in stress mode walking down the street.
I agree.
New Yorkers are famous for being high-stress, multitasking people. And that type of lifestyle will really sap your adrenals.
Interesting, very interesting. So you can say we're probably all adrenal fatigued, most likely.
We have a tendency to go there. I know when I treat people with reflexology, whenever I work on their adrenal glands, generally they're very sensitive. And that's one way that I know that people are true New Yorkers.
So would you say that there are some physical symptoms or maybe emotional symptoms that might go along with adrenal fatigue?
Of course, the adrenal gland is part of the endocrine system, and when someone is suffering from adrenal fatigue, it plays out on many levels. Fatigue, restless sleep, mood swings, weight loss, those types of things that generally make us uncomfortable, and we act in a way that gets the attention of those people around us. They wonder, wow, they say, you look really tired today. Did you get a good night's sleep last night? If we have a tendency to be sitting at our desk or wherever we work and get tired in the middle of the afternoon and want to take a nap, that's also a good sign of adrenal fatigue. And being overstressed.
Understand. So who do you find to be most at risk? So beyond all of New York City, are there any certain pockets of people that you find most at risk for this?
Well, generally people that do high-stress multitasking work. Whenever we're constantly under pressure, our adrenal gland is constantly overworking, and it's producing the adrenal hormones that keep us pumped up so that we can do that high-stress multitasking work. And then when we stop, it's like we hit a brick wall and slide down and melt. We become very tired very quickly. We go home and instead of having dinner, we fall asleep. And we wake up and we're sitting in front of the TV and it's now 11 o'clock and we haven't eaten. Those are the types of symptoms that are common with adrenal fatigue.
Interesting. All right. And so tell us a little bit, since you are a certified reflexologist and Reiki master, how do those specific therapies help with adrenal fatigue?
Well, with reflexology, the body is mapped on the extremities. So there's a spot on the foot that's called the adrenal reflex. And when I manipulate it with my thumb or my finger, the nerve endings that are at that point on the bottom of the feet take that message and send it to the brain. The brain in turn relays the message to the adrenal gland. And that causes an increased blood flow to the adrenal gland so that the adrenal gland can come back into normal function. It's also very relaxing. The very relaxing part is very important. When the body's able to relax, the body's then able to go forward with its own natural healing processes, the thing that keeps us going. And with Reiki is a little different than reflexology. Reiki is a Japanese stress reduction technique that involves energy. Ki is the same as Qi in Chinese medicine. And when the adrenal gland is stressed, there's an electromagnetic aspect to that. The adrenal gland has its own electromagnetic field. And when someone is suffering from adrenal fatigue, that electromagnetic field goes down and it goes out of balance. The adrenals are directly related to what we refer to as the second chakra, which is just below the belly button, and also the third chakra, or the solar plexus chakra, that is just below the sternum. So whenever a Reiki treatment is directed at those areas, the electromagnetic field of the adrenal gland is brought back online, and that provides support. And it also is, once again, very relaxing. So it allows the adrenal gland that's been working so hard to relax.
So you mentioned physical relaxation. Are there any other physical benefits that someone might feel after having a reflexology or Reiki treatment?
Well, when someone receives a reflexology or a Reiki treatment, it's very relaxing, and that's very beneficial to be able to take an hour out of your day to completely relax, to remove yourself from your normal high-stress multitasking environment and go away to a place like Patients Medical, to go into a treatment room and lay on a table and lower the lights and completely relax. Oftentimes, people fall asleep during a Reiki treatment or a reflexology treatment because it's so relaxing. And it's a very deep relaxation. The body's relaxation response, we know through research, goes all the way down to the level of your DNA. That's really relaxing. And when you relax, you recover.
Wow, so even your DNA relaxes.
Even your DNA relaxes. I think that's amazing.
I had no idea such a thing was possible. So deep relaxation on a very profound level. Any sort of emotional or spiritual benefits?
Definitely. A Reiki treatment, as well as a reflexology treatment, can create a sense of optimism. It can be uplifting. You can oftentimes feel like you're having an out-of-body experience during the treatment, when in reality, you're having an inner-body experience. You're experiencing your body relax on a very, very deep level. And it's not something that our bodies are used to because we're New Yorkers.
I understand. So about how many treatments do you think it would take in order to see real results?
With Reiki, it's recommended that a person initially have 3 treatments within a 1-month period to complete that energetic shift that occurs with Reiki treatments. With reflexology, it's suggested that one receive a treatment once a month, unless you're dealing with something specific that you're treating, like a bad shoulder, a lower back problem, that sort of thing. Then you would be a little more active in the treatment process and the number of treatments you would receive, and then after that, some type of maintenance schedule, which would be something like once a month to maintain that level of balance and that level of relaxation. And the treatment can be felt for days after the actual session. You'll find that things can change. You can feel better. Your friends will say, you're different. You can appear to be more relaxed and more comfortable in your daily life. And that's quite a benefit.
Amazing, very profound. So any contraindications or any people who should not try this?
There are some contraindications for reflexology, but not for Reiki. Foot reflexology contraindications would be edema, swelling, varicose veins, that sort of thing. Also, if you have plantar warts on your feet, those types of things would be contraindications. There's also hand reflexology, ear reflexology, and face reflexology. So if there's a contraindication on the feet, you can always go to the other extremities and receive a reflexology treatment and receive the same benefit. Because, like the feet, the body is mapped on all the extremities.
Wow, wow. And tell me about how reflexology and Reiki may either benefit or harm other therapies that you're currently on. So if you're taking medication, would you need to ask your doctor first before trying this, or what's your opinion on that?
There's no contraindication there. In fact, it's just the opposite. With Reiki, Reiki will support any other therapy that you're involved in, whether it's medication or physical therapy or psychotherapy, because of the fact that Reiki works at the level of the mind, body, and spirit. All those other therapies are supported by a Reiki treatment. With reflexology, once again, there aren't any contraindications in the way of medication and that sort of thing. But if you're being treated by a doctor, you should always tell your doctor that you're receiving these complementary therapies.
Great, and that's why it's great to work at a place like Patients Medical, because we have all of these therapists and doctors all under one roof. So if you're looking for a general practitioner that understands Reiki and reflexology and understands the benefit of it to your health and your other treatment programs, then this is an excellent place to come, because you don't have to fight your doctor here for a referral for reflexology. And so, Richard, is there anything else that you would like to tell us about adrenal fatigue with reflexology and Reiki?
Yes, adrenal fatigue is actually very dangerous. It can lead to other more complicated physical conditions, and that points back to the need to find some level of balance in your life, some level of relaxation, and for each person it's different. But the disciplines of Reiki and reflexology are there to help anyone who finds themselves in that overstressed condition. It's a great way to take a break. It's like a mini vacation, and you'll benefit from it. For days after a treatment, you'll find your way back to that good feeling, back to that sense of optimism, that positive feeling about life, that stress kind of takes away. So I invite you to come by and find out what it's like.
We could all use a mini vacation, right? Great, so come to Patients Medical if you would like to feel the benefits of reflexology and Reiki with Richard Randig, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.